The concept that BDSM is not therapy is a controversial issue. Clearly, nothing takes the place of professional psychological or counseling assistance, if it is needed. However, it depends on what is actually meant by therapy. Most of us have sex not only to feel close to another, but also to let off steam, relax and feel good. Likewise, we also rely on exercise, friendship, and hobbies for enjoyment, and to release the stress caused by the pressures of our modern lives. In this context, BDSM is just another activity that some use to enhance and contribute to their well-being. It is indeed therapeutic, and studies have shown that BDSM practitioners enjoy a high level of well-being. Of course, it is important to note that a component of this may be due to people who understand their motivation for participation in BDSM, and therefore are satisfying an identified need. For me, this is a key aspect of the BDSM is not therapy debate. People who go beyond sexual roleplay into the heart of BDSM will find they are challenged to confront their beliefs, ideals, and values about sex and relationships, and where those beliefs, ideals, and values come from. Generally, they stem from a combination of family, religious, and societal norms. Exploring these things in the context of the vulnerability that our sexuality exposes in us, can potentially lead to personal and relationship difficulties. It is really important therefore that people have a good sense of self, a good understanding of how their life experiences may shape their responses, and are prepared to take responsibility for themselves in play. While safe words are important for physical safety, knowing when to use safe words to ensure psychological and emotional safety is equally important. For some people who have not been able, are not willing to, or can't access appropriate professional therapy, BDSM experiences may well act in that way by default. Further, people may not even realize they have issues until something is triggered in play. Working out if this is something you need to get assistance with, to effectively deal with it, is important. While this situation does arise, most kinky people want the people they play with to be comfortable with who they are. This generally means quite a degree of personal reflection and awareness is evident. It is when people quite clearly need therapy but fail to seek professional help, that the phrase BDSM is not therapy is most applicable. For those on the other end of the spectrum, who have undergone significant professional therapy due to life experiences, BDSM can provide a conscious form of therapeutic application. While not something to be considered lightly and definitely not without significant awareness, insight, and understanding, the opportunity to relive certain types of experiences, but this time with power, rather than without, can be useful for some. While some in the community do not believe this is acceptable, there are others who view this as a legitimate pathway for practitioners who are dealing with the ongoing effects of surviving violence and/or sexual assault. Recasting the experience, this time with the ability to be in control and have power over the role-playing perpetrator, can be empowering for some people. The risk, however, is that empowerment may not occur and the victim is re-traumatized. As such, this must be a fundamental and heart-desired need within the person, who must have done enough internal work to be ready. This pathway is very much a personal journey, that no one else can walk. The D-type who plays the perpetrator needs to be exceptionally skilled and experienced. Not only to cope with the responses of the S-type but also to cope with their own, which may require time and effort to resolve.